What's good with it in the hood with it? Welcome back to the collective clips where you already know I get it in. But before I get it in, we're going to get to the intro. Welcome back to the channel. And if you haven't already hit that like and subscribe button, make sure you go ahead and do that. Put your notification bell on all so that way you're directing the direction of the dope content that I stay kicking. And I appreciate the support, man. You guys ready for another Super Gunners show with my prima Brianna? Tomba Hector said, show. Right? That about the chow. That about the guy happy, man. Little Bakers. Shout out to Bakers, man, and my boy Hector. Anytime I do a Brianna drop, man, he is on it. First one in the comment section. So, you guys got a prima that hustles? I do. See, the mentality of my family has always been hustlers. Try to hustle, not beat you up out of some money, but move smooth with a purpose. And if there's money there, if we can beat it, we're going to beat it. Like Michael Jackson, we're going to get that, right? My prima is the worst of the worst when it comes to hustling, right? She goes out there and when I say worst of the worst in a good way, she goes out there and she gets it and she uses every asset that she has, right? Hey, just take away set and you'll know what I'm talking about. Look, so one day she calls me. She's like, hey, primo, what are you doing? I said, none, just right here posted up. What's up with you, right? It's been a minute. She said, hey, me and my old man are fighting. I was thinking about going down there to visit Tia. What do you think? I said, oh, fuck, I wouldn't fuck with Tia right now. She just got out of Chowchilla and she's on a mission. You know how Tia is. When she gets out, who the fuck was cleaning my house? Who the fuck? So I could lick it, just lick it. Like, she's different right now. I said, you don't want to even give her. She goes, I didn't even call her. I was going to call you first to get the heads up. I said, you can come down here and chill if you want, bring a couple homegirls size can, and then stay home and everything's good. She was like, what? I said, exactly. You bring a couple homegirls and you stay your ass home. And that's good. That's the visita. She was like, nah, if I come down, I'm going to come down solo. My old man's tripping right now. We got into it. He looked through my phone. He seen something he didn't want to see. I said, well, what did he see? He seen one of those thing pics. I said, no way, for real. She was like, nah, I couldn't help it. You know what I'm saying? I said, I just wanted a glimpse. I was like, oh, shit. All right, if you want to come, I'm going to be right here. So she pulls up, right? And she pulls up in a clean-ass whip. And I'm like, damn, pretty much a Lexus. It's all iced out. I'm like, damn, you're doing it like that? When did you guys start making money like this? She goes, oh, you already know, man. One of my dudes gave that to me. And I said, one of them? She's like, I could tell you everything because you're not going to say nothing. Well, 10 years later, here we go, right? So I'm looking, I'm like, damn, for reals? Like that? And look, don't get all high and feet trolls. Her old man already knows about all this. That's gay. Just listen to the video before you want to start recording shit. So anyways, fucking, she calls me, she pulls up, right? I'm like, damn, you got a clean ass whip. So I'm like, let's cruise. So we're cruising around. We went to Sanjo. We're in Modesto. We're in Hayward. We're all through the Bay. We're in Frisco. Like, hey, we were putting some wear and tear on that motherfucking whip. It wasn't hers. It was just some dude that she was fucking with that was letting her borrow it. So she tells me, I said, what happened with your man? She goes, he looked at my phone. He seen one of them thing pics. Next thing you know, he's talking about, I got to get out. I was like, just for a thing pic? She goes, yeah, I know. And that wasn't even the good ones. Look, oh, shit, I don't want to see that shit, right? So as we're cruising around, she's like, hey, wait up. My dude's calling, right? So I'm thinking it's the bulldog, the homeboy, right? So she's on the phone with him. I'm like, hey, tell him I said, what's up? She's like, shh. I'm like, man, fuck him. Tell him I said, what's up? She's like, nah, it's someone else, whose car this is. And I'm like, oh, shit, my bad. So she's like, no, that's just a cousin of mine. And I can hear the guy like, I don't believe that. Sounds older, right? So she's like, look, hey, fool. She's like, she does her phone conversation. We pull over, whatever. She talks to him. She gets off the car. So she gets in. She was like, hey, fool, you want to hit a lick? I said, man, does fucking Jesus fucking part waters and let Moses walk through? Hell yeah, I want to hit a lick. What's up? She was like, look, fool, this fool he has a badass pad and he wants me and some of my homegirls to go over there and party. I'm going to bring you over and say you're security. I said, man, I don't look like security. I was all skinny. I was cut, but you know what I'm saying? I didn't look like security. I don't never look like security. I look like, hey, I'm here to steal everything you have. That's how I look, right? And so she's like, look, we're going to go in. Hey, this fool has hella money. Like, I'm gonna work them out of it, but what I can't work them out of, you bring some homeboys and you guys work everything else. So I said, oh, I'm gonna call Ricky and Pepe, right? Because Pepe had been staying at my tia. She had just got it. So what happened was Ricky and Sheila were living at my tia's pad while she was locked up. They were maintaining it. My grandma was getting the Social Security money, making sure that the rent was paid and whatever, right? And Pepe had come down and he was staying with Ricky and Sheila, and they were doing what they call is the trisome, not the threesome, the trisome, right? I'll try some today while you try it tomorrow. That's how they were doing it. So I wasn't going over there too much because that house was filthy. They, but I don't want to clean. She just eats. That's it. I said, what about Pepe? He goes, he's sleeping in the bathroom. Yeah, no, he's not now in the bathroom. Like, kick in and get it there. Right. So I haven't been going over there, but I'm like, hey, I'll bring Pepe. I'll bring Rick. Maybe I'll bring the homeboy Shark. Like, I'm gonna bring some manpower. So I told her, hey, I'm down. So she's like, look, fool, don't fuck it off for me though, because what we're gonna do is I'm gonna work this fool for a whole bunch of shit. Get his car. I need you guys to go in there. He has a safe with the fucking what do you call it? The what's that? The pink slip, right? The title. But I'm like, hey, you can't just sign shit over. You have to go through DMV and all kind of. She's like, just take it. I know some Asians use that to buy it, right? In Fresno known for the chop shops. So I'm like, all right, cool, whatever, right? So I'm thinking, let's see what this dude has. Well, there's a town called Hercules. I had only been there one time prior in my life. I went over there in the summertime with one of my stepdad's nephews. Man, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, Hercules is balled out like ballers. His dad's next door neighbor, I call him my primo, but he wasn't my real kid. He was an Asian cat, right? His dad's next door neighbor was one of the San Francisco Giants. He had a batting cage in his backyard. Like, it was really baller shit. I've told the story before, right? Really. So this would be my second time really going to Hercules. I haven't been there since I was a kid. So she's like, he lives up in the hills in Hercules. He has a big old 4-story pad. I'm like, there ain't no such thing as a 4-story pad. She goes, for reals, man. 3 plus I'm telling the story. That's 4. All right, cool. So she's going to bring a whole bunch of her homegirls. So we meet at my tia's house because I go to pick up Pepe and Ricky. I give them the rundown. Ricky's like, whooping. I was like, look, all I need you to do is stay in the car and play stupid. One of those I know you can do for a fact. The other one, just stay in the car. Pepe, what I need you to do, okay, tell me, say what you need me to do. I'm from down there. We don't keep our fucking shit down. We listen to Tommy Guns. Wait up, Tommy Guns from up there. Soda Gang, you can tell by the writing on my wall. I said, listen, I don't need to hear all that. What's going on? You guys just stay in the car and watch my back. Me and Sharks, we're gonna go up in that motherfucker. We're gonna bust down, Tatiana bust down, right? Blueface style, minus the fucked up tattoos and the pink eye. We're going to do what we do, right? So they're like, all right. So I go to my tia's house, and my prima's going to come through, right? And pick us up. She went back to Fresno to pick up her homegirls and dude's whip. We're supposed to go that night. So the thing was, I'm going to go in the house with these chicks. Let me tell you something. It's blowing. Wet t-shirt contest type shit, right? These chicks came through the door looking more spectacular than the other. I was like, oh, no. I didn't know what to do. I felt like I was Arby's ordering from the menu. I'll take a blonde, a brunette, a redhead, and a twist, right? Whatever. Preferably a twist from all 3 of them. 4 chicks and my cousin came through, and they were spectacular. Because Sheila, don't look! Whooping! Right? Sharky's like, hey, bro, you mind if I try some? Right? Pepe's like, damn, I said, do any of you guys do black or got some? Right? And that's just how that was. So we all loaded up in the fucking car, right? Or 2 cars. We're in Shark's vehicle, and of course, the chicks are riding like that. And I'm like, damn, I should ride with the chicks based on that I'm going with the chicks, right? They're like, nah, fool, you just want to get, before we get us. Who says we're getting anything? They said, Ricky's like, whooping, I bet you I will. The one with the big old tetas is looking at me. I said, yeah, she was. That's the call. I tell you, he gets chicks. They were. So anyways, I'm calling my prima on the phone, and I'm like, hey, how far is it? She was like, it's right here. It's up the hills. So look, tell them there's like a youth center right there. And I remember, too, nothing had changed. We went swimming. Me and my cousin went swimming there. I remember fucking finding all kinds of money and shit in the locker room in a locker with a lock on it. I don't know how that happened, but it just was there, and I found it, right? So she's like, have them park right there. You'll jump in the whip with us. We'll cruise up there. Ricky's like, well, but I want to go. I said, I'm going to come get you guys, and we're going to pull a lick, right? These chicks. So here was the plan. We're going to go in there. We're going to party. By partying, I mean we're going to do a okay. And if you didn't hear that, play this back slowly, right? And drink. And from that point on, once they get this guy inebriated, they're going to take him to Frisco. They're going to tell him, they're going to go try to rent a party bus and go cruise through Frisco all night long. While that is happening, in the midst of that, we are going to be doing the keep it knocking, but you can't come in. We're going to do the fucking the Pedro de Pacas moving club, right? The Cheech and Chong up in smoke. Everything's going to go up, out, and in smoke because we're taking everything, right? So she knocks at the door. This fucking OG answers, right? He's an old school black dude. He answers. This fool's pimped out from the pimp out. It about to look like the Bishop Don Juan mixed with me, right? Just straight up. He opens the door and he's like, "Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?" And he looks at me up and down like, why do they do that? The brothers be doing that shit. The old school wasn't. Who the fuck you supposed to be? I said, oh, I'm just with the females. Make sure I'm acting like a pimp. I'm just with the females. Make sure everything. So, youngster, you tell me something. So you gonna come up in my crib, right? My shit, and you supposed to bodyguard these females over me? I said, hey, bro, do what you do, man. I ain't tripping. He's like, oh, motherfucker, I'm gonna do what I do. Get your ass in here, fam. I'm just fucking with you. My casa is su casa. You Mexican, right? You look white, motherfucker. I'm like, nah, I am. So we're in there kicking it. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Drinks are flowing. This dude got all the bomb beer. He got all the bomb alcohol. The chicks are getting all tipsy. They're forgetting what the fuck we're there for, right? Ricky and them have no phone. There's no way to contact them. They're just stuck there in the car, but fuck it. Let them be where they're at, right? So I put my prima. My prima is a hustler. Her whole mindset is get them. Her friends are over there shaking. Shake what your mama gave you. He's over there like, you know what I'm saying? He's all just pimped out. Pimp juice. That's what I was calling. What's up, Pimp Juice? Oh, man, motherfucker, you know, you see it? You see it? You see it? This cashmere. You see it? Yeah, I see it. Why you talk like that, though? You see that, right? You hear it? You hear it? So anyways, I'm kicking. I'm like, man, we got to hurry. They got to get the show on the road. So my prima, she's all in. She's like, look, fool, go pass by to the bathroom, look in his room. Look at all the jewelry and everything he just has right there on the thing. I ain't going to lie. This fool had everything. Like he had money. And his house was that 4 stories. Definitely. She was not playing. But I can see it's like a quiet where there's neighborhood watch signs of gay white people, right? Like, not woods, brother, white people, which is different. There's a difference between a wood and white person, just like there's a difference between a SA and a Mexican, just like there's a difference between a black guy and a black guy, right? We're not going to say the N-word, but you don't understand what I'm saying. Like, there's differences in our lifestyles. You know what I'm saying? We some real motherfuckers. They some real rich motherfuckers. We don't really take it. So I'm looking, I'm like, oh, shit. There is a gang of stuff. So Brianna comes out. She's like, hey, trip out. My hunker said, what's up with Ricky? I said, no, what'd you tell about Ricky? I said, that fool always gets the bitches out. She goes, yeah. I don't know. She needs to keep her head in the game because I'm trying to steal everything, not kill everything. She says, that would be for later. Did you always shark have an old lady? I said, no way. How the fuck are they sitting in a car winning? I'm right here and not one chick said nothing about me. Fuck it. I'm going to take a diamond ring then. So as I'm waiting for them to go into action. I'm thinking to myself, if you guys leave, how the fuck am I going to get back? They're far away. They're like 2 miles away. There's no phone. I'm going to have to walk all the way back. She was like, nah, don't trip. Don't trip. I'm going to leave the keys on the counter to his car. I said, so wait, you're going to leave the keys in the counter on his car, right? And you guys are going to go to Frisco. We're in Hercules, right? Frisco's a little distance. She's like, yeah. So sure enough, the black dude's like, hey, man, I don't know what the fuck it is you going to do, man, but we going to Frisco. You want to go? And I'm thinking to myself, what am I going to do here? He's going to see me still at his house. He ain't going to leave me at his house. Plus, I'm sure he has cameras. This is pre-camera, though. He did. There, people had cameras, but he didn't. Thank God, right? And so I'm like, nah, bro. I was like, you know what? My car's parked around the corner. I'm just going to take off. And you know what? I trust you, brother. He's like, you fucking trust me? You shouldn't, but you do. That's right. That's right. Hey, listen here. You know, if you ever want to come back around these parts and do a little cocaine, you know what I'm saying? You know who to fuck with, right? Right? You get it right? I said, yeah. I'm out of here. So I tell my prima, hey, I'm going to go fucking around the corner. I'm going to come back. Leave the door open. Leave the fucking door open, right? She goes, I got you. So I see them. I'm in the cuts, right? Like 3 houses down watching from like the porch. I'm just sitting on someone's porch. The white people's in there. Old ladies knitting. Old man's watching The Price is Right. And I'm just right there, just ducked down. They jump in a whip. They leave an SUV. They're gone. Bam. I walk right over there. Click, click. Like nothing. I'm thinking, man, I could take everything. Why don't I just take everything, load it up in the car and take it? But man, I might miss something. So I cruise down, bumping all up in Hercules, right? Pulled down. My prima calls me. She has a phone, right? She's like, hey, fool, is it good? I said, I'm picking them up right now. So I tell Ricky and them, jump in, leave that car right there. Jump in because we don't want our car to be seen. Like we're going to double back. Just leave it parked right there. You guys jump in this whip. We're going to go in. We're going to take every single thing not nailed down and even some of the nails because I think they're diamond tipped. This motherfucker got money. Man, we were up in there getting everything. My prima was like, hey, he got fur coats. He got this. Take it all. Take it all. And I could hear him, hey, we fucking hundreds off over here. We fucking hundreds. Right? He's over there being loud. Meanwhile, we're fucking hundreds off too. Hundreds and hundreds of shit, right? There's a safe. I'm trying to grab that motherfucker, right? We ripped that motherfucker. I'm trying to carry that thing's heavy. Me and Sharks are trying to carry. He's limping and shit. So we're carrying like this. Ricky's like, whoop. And Pepe's like, hurry up, get everything, right? Pepe's like, don't miss anything. He said, oh shit, that vato got grapes, the seedless kinds, right? He's eating out of the refrigerator. We snatch all the jewelry up, a gang of money, a couple of things that I can't explain plain. And we're in a big old bolsita, to which I'm not even gonna lie, Ricky and Pepe indulged tremendously. By the time we got home, there was at least a half a pelota missing. It was all bad. Hey, Pepe was like, I can't keep my shirt on. I can't keep my shirt on. Is it Sur gang? I'm from Compton. I said, yeah, you're from shut the fuck up because you're high as fuck. Pepe's like, whooping. I don't like Southsider, but I'll get along with them just right now while I'm on coke. I'm like, oh, man. Sharky's like, is that shit any good? They're like, what? They're like, chinga su madre, cabrón. Yeah, it's good, bro. When Ricky starts speaking Spanish, the shit is fire. So anyways, I tell my prima, hey, so how are we going to do this? When you get back, he's going to know I hit the lit. She's like, that fool ain't going to know nothing. Hey, we're going to get him fucked up. We're going to take him home. He's going to be all drunk. We're going to just lay his ass down and jam. I said, all right. So I park his whip. What we do is we go drop everything off in the car. I drop them off, ban the whip. I walk all the way back right to the car. I tell my prima, hey, we're going to meet you at the pad. All right, cool. So we go to my tia's pad. We walk in, my tia's like, oh, no. Oh, fucking no. Everybody's in here. What is that, mijo? Oh, shit, I like that sago chain. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, what you got? You fucking hungry? Hey, fat bitch, make up something to eat. Hey, there's no tortilla because she ate them all, but fuck her. Hey, what else you got in there? That's a Fabergé egg. I like that. Is it real? Can we scramble it? So I'm in there. Brianna pulls up, right? She's all nervous and shit. She's crying. She didn't call me, though. So I'm like, what's up? She was like, oh, that fool woke up. That fool got in. And he was like, hey, he went to go do to wake up. And he noticed it wasn't there. And he was like, man, your boy got me. I said, well, what'd you tell him? She said, we told him that we just met you. I said, yeah, but didn't you tell me you were my cousin and shit? Remember, you were like, hey, this is my cousin. She was like, no, I never said that. I said, yeah, I said I was the bodyguard. You said I was the cousin. She was like, fuck him anyways. I'll just delete his number. I said, man, you don't fuck with people like that. This dude could be from Oakland or anywhere, man. He could put some killers from Richmond on our ass. Damn. Anyways, girl, we did come up on a gang of shit. Look, hey, I ain't gonna lie. Ricky's over there freaking with the chick and Sheila. Everyone's all happy. It's funny when you get money and you hit a lick, everybody's all happy, right? So this is what happens. I have a homeboy, right, named Chile. Small boy pulls all the chicks. And Brianna always been wanting to get with him. But he always blew her off because he would be like, hey, I don't know, bro. You're pretty much, she's different. She's too aggressive, Holmes. Like, I like chicks that I have to give, but like, she's just like, hey, let me sell your chorra. I'm like, yeah, she's different, bro. Anyways, I'm all happy. And we got money. We're counting out money. We hit the lick. I'm like, man, fuck that black if he comes, man. What's going to happen? We're going to beat his old ass. We're good, right? Hey, I'm kicking it with two of the fucking chicks. Sharky's over there with one chick. Like, everyone's having a good time. Even my tia's dancing. We're dancing on the sail. Mijo, wake up, Lionel. Tell him to sing us a song. Orale, Earth, Wind, and Fire. Devotions. Right? Hey, there's food. There's beer flowing. There's fucking things being smoked. And Pepe's in the back. He's like, can we come and connect? Can we come and connect? Call it, come and connect. Sur gang. He's feeling himself. Hey. I call my boy, my prima's on me. She's like, call your boy. I said, what about your man? He's been blowing you up. She's like, fuck him, man. I'm going to get mine this weekend, and then I'm going to go home, and it is what it is. So I'm like, all right, cool. I call my boy. I'm like, hey, bro, you got to come through. He's like, nah, bro, I ain't trying to come through and do all that. I said, hey, bro, we hit a lick. We got a gang of money, bro. She was like, tell him I'll give him $500. The homie was like, well, hey, what's the address again? Right? I'm going to pull. Hey, he slid up. I ain't going to lie, man. He took her. I didn't see her again for almost a year. Straight up. He took her. Did whatever he did, dropped, and she went back to Fresno. Her homegirls took the car, and that was that. I never seen the car, never seen the black dude. I never seen my prima for a long time. The next time I seen her, she was with her old man. I was like, whatever happened to that black dude? Shut up. And then her old man ends up telling me about a month later, he's like, yeah, hey, bro, your prima, she be tripping, bro. One time I had to kick her out the house. She said she went to your pad, but I don't believe it. I said, nah, she didn't ever come to my pad. Why, what happened, bro? Right? He's like, oh, man, she had one of them thang pics in her camera, right? I said, nah, right? He said, look, bro. And so fucking black dude stang. And right next to her, you can see the Fabergé egg. I wonder who that was. Anyways, I'm just saying, man, my cousin Brianna's a hustler. She used to pull a hella licks and be like, hey. One, we did the check scam. Well, I'll hit you guys with that one next time, man. But with that being said, thumbs up or thumbs down. See, Heavy's going to be the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive, struggle for what I truly believe in. That's the betterment of all people. If you like this, hit a 1, and we'll keep the Super Brianna stories going, man. Hey, I got a hold of my homeboy. I was like, damn, what happened with my prima? He said, damn, she is bad. But I ain't gonna lie, she's a little tart. That's all I gotta say about that one.